I just can't remember. So the 5th of August, and there was a game. Well, there was many other games, but the final round of the Islands tournament was on the 3rd, 2 days ago. So we're going to review these games, and there are many games to review, lots of interesting results, and we start with Treasure Island versus French Polynesia, which Treasure Island won 4-0 with 4 Jake Tenker goals. But anyway, there is 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 7 games we have to get through. Then we'll tell you who's going through, the league results and all that, and then we'll round it off. I know flash photography's on, but by the way, this is the morning. So let's go first with Treasure Island Central Polynesia, so Silly P. Yeah, it was a very interesting game. And Jake Tinker did a very good job to score through, but also the whole Treasure Island team did well, because the whole Treasure Island team, they did a lot to do. They did a lot to win this game, and a lot of assisting. Jake Tinker shots. And they were very sportsmanlike to shake hands and be happy with French Polynesia. So, how was their approach to the game, Goff? What do you think? Well, I have to say that after what Coca-Cola Land's done in this whole tournament, then maybe they went hardcore. Because most of the teams went hardcore this round, and I think they just wanted to impress. Yeah, so next we got Fiji, Jamaica, and Fiji went in head first. Then it was Jamaica, Liam Bailey with 21 minutes and 34 minutes to put them in head. All first half, Silly P. Yeah, it was all first half, but Fiji did a terrific game in the start to get 11 minutes into the lead, and then unfortunately you got the talent of Liam Bailey to get through. And well, to be perfectly honest, it's just Liam Bailey really. Bayer Leverkusen, good player. Gus, what do you think about this? Yeah, I think it's good. I think he played very well, but Fiji also did a decent job to get further, and we just have to look at that. We also have to mention that I think there was one stadium that was full to capacity earlier, and someone's been fined. It was the Treasure Island game against Fiji, the first game in Burusha Park. Alright, so next we go to Envy Islands versus the Maldives, and the Maldives scored first, but even Bobanoff and Henry Electric cut the win, so Silly P. Yeah, it was an interesting game, to say the least, though. You all thought that Envy Islands would have had that, and it's literally easy. Henry Electric scoring his goal in the 69th minute, and actually Maldives scoring first. So as you can see, it's actually getting to the point where it's very interesting, and it's actually that helps the smaller teams get a bit more confidence. So Goff, yeah, I agree with Silly P that it's surprising that all these small teams are just getting in head first. Well, the next team isn't. This game is Fly Islands vs Sao Tome and Principe, which Fly Islands ultimately won 3-1, just like Envy Islands won 3-1 against the Maldives. But Sao Tome and Principe did a very good job to get back. Silly P? Yeah, well, Lorena Chichi scored a hat-trick today and played very well, but his first goal in the 24th minute was cancelled out by a whopper of a goal 1 minute after by Sao Tome and Principe in the Etihad. We also have to mention, Goff, there's not too much about the games now, but the stadiums, did they help? Okay. Well, all the big teams have got into the big stadiums and all that, that will give them a bit more atmosphere and just better off to the games. And we just have to say sorry about the background noise. This is in a hotel room. We can't do much about this. So next we go to maybe the most surprising game of this season yet. Empty Island 5. Solomon Islands 5. Silly P. Yeah, it was an amazing game. I don't know what was thinking going through their heads, but Benjamin Tottery for Solomon Islands scored a hat-trick. Derek Wilson scored a hat-trick, and Lee Empty scored 2. And an 89th minute by the 21-year-old in Solomon Islands equalised. They just had to think what had happened in Japan, because Japan needed Empty Islands to win that match, and if they didn't, they would have lost. They wouldn't get through, and it happened in this occasion. Solomon Islands got a draw, and they're through. So let's just go through the whole goals. Derek Wilson first scored in the 40th minute, and Tottery scored in the 41st. Then Lee Empty scored in the 45th per second, and then Tottery scored in the 48th and 51st minute. Then they came back in the 66th minute. Well, the 21-year-old scored in the 56th minute. They made a lot of difference. Then the Empty scored in the 66th minute. Derek Wilson scored in the 75th and 80th minute to put them in head. And then 89 minutes, the 21-year-old finished, and it's a very good result. So off. Surprise. Well, I think Solomon Islands, well, they wanted to get through, of course. Tottery, 35-year-old, he's going to retire after this, but it's amazing, really. How did they do this against Empty Islands? You'd always think they would lose. Well, let's talk on the other side of the story, and Japan, Silly P. Yeah, they were said that they lost, but Yoshida, well, he scored 4 goals in 30 minutes to get them 4-0 ahead. But then Seychelles scared them by scoring a goal in 48th, 56th and 78th minute to put 3. And they had a few chances in the last 10 minutes that they just brushed off. And then the game ended, but they were waiting for Solomon Islands and the Empty Islands game to finish. And when they found out that they are not going through, they were devastated. And Seychelles came over to Japan, and it's very nice sportsmanship. I've seen very good sportsmanship in this tournament. It's really good. So, Goff, you're gonna have to say well done to Yoshida. Come on, that defender from Southampton has scored 4 goals in 30 minutes. A defender! How unbelievable. Well, I think that's gonna make him proud of something, and Japan have to be proud. I mean, they haven't had the best tournament, but they have to be proud. Yeah, so now we go to the last group, which is Madagascar and Sealand, and these two are the biggest, and you won't be able to see the Coca-Cola Land score. It's absolutely outrageous. But anyway, Madagascar 2, Sealand 5. Silly P? Yeah, I'll just go through the scores. Madagascar unbelievably scored in the 1st and 5th minute to put them ahead. And it only came up to the 67th minute when Sealand scored, so whew. And then they went, and then in the last 10 minutes they went on the scoring spree. They scored in the 80th, 83rd, 84th and 89th minute to go ahead. I mean, Madagascar must be quite angry about that, but they're Sealand, and what you gonna do about that? Yeah, I guess. The Sealand are a good team. Goff? Yeah, they are a good team, but they should be doing a lot better than that against Madagascar. I mean, they haven't had the best tournament either, but they're going through after this good result. And I hope that they improve, you know? Because I wanted them to see them play, and at the moment, if they did draw Solomon Islands, they would have had a tough struggle with them, because Solomon Islands have been playing very well. However, they don't have Solomon Islands, and we'll tell you later who they have. Now, this is the biggest score of the tournament, and Coca-Cola Land have ceased to impress the whole tournament, beating Sealand, Madagascar 6-1, Sealand 2-1, and now Coca-Cola Land 10, yes, 10, Antigua and Barbuda 4. Silly P? Yes, what a game. Now, Antigua and Barbuda scored first, but then when you think Coca-Cola Land, you think crazy. I think they've put so much work into this group stage, they might not have enough work in the knockout rounds. Anyway, well, so it was Antigua and Barbuda scored first. Then Coca-Cola, Cola scored next. It was 24th. Then Lemon Lime in the 29th. Then I'm a Drinker in the 39th. 45th, Antigua and Barbuda scored at second, which was only 4-2. Then I'm a Drinker scored again in 45 plus 1 to make it 5-2. Then it was half time. They came back out and, well, here we go. And Nice Cook scored. And then it was Bam Pepsi O. Then it was Ciudadela Cooler again. And then it was Mimi. No, it wasn't. It was Mimi. Anyway, and then it was after Bam Pepsi O and Ciudadela Cooler, it was Antigua and Barbuda. Then again it was Nice Coke. And then again it was Lemon Lime in the 81st minute, and then Bam Pepsi O scored in the 81st minute to make it 10, and 10-3, and then Antigua and Barbuda scored an 89th minute goal to finish it off. Well, from the Hillsborough disaster to this, wow. Goff? Yeah, I mean, we don't talk about the Hillsborough disasters anymore, but this game in Hillsborough, this is just a shine of a light. What a Coca-Cola done here. They've demolished Antigua and Barbuda, they demolished Madagascar, but they haven't demolished Siolan yet. Siolan are a bit more of a fighter. It just looks that if they're going to go through, they're not going to get the biggest results. So there's these small teams that they make hell out of nothing. Well, let's finish off with the groups, and then let's see what they have in stock for the knockout round. So we'll talk about that for a couple of minutes. So, Silly P, may you do the groups? Yeah, thanks. So, Treasure Island was in Group A. Treasure Island was first with 3 wins. 3 out of 3. Jamaica was in second with 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 loss. French Polynesia drawed twice, lost once, and Fiji drawed once, lost twice. So, first place Treasure Island, second place Jamaica, third place French Polynesia, fourth Fiji. In Group B, Envy Islands also got 3 out of 3. Fly Islands got 2 out of 3 and lost 1. Maldives drawed 1, lost 2, and Sao Tome and Principe drawed 1 and lost 2 as well. So Envy Islands first, Fly Island second, Maldives third, Sao Tome and Principe fourth. In Group C, Empty Islands got 2 out of 3, 2 wins, 1 draw, and that against Solomon Islands. Then Solomon Islands got 1 win, 2 draws, and 0 losses. Japan got 1 draw, 1 loss, and 1 win, and the Seychelles got 3 losses. Poor them, but they did very well in the last game, so you can't take too much away from them, and they should be proud of that last game. And they didn't even score a goal until then, so wow. So Empty Islands first, second Solomon Islands, third Japan, and fourth the Seychelles. Then in the last group, Coca-Cola Land obviously won 3 out of 3 and had a goal difference of 12. Sea Land won 2, lost 1. Antigua and Barbuda drawed 1, lost 2, and so did Madagascar. So first Coca-Cola Land, Sea Land second, Antigua and Barbuda third, and Madagascar fourth. And in the top 2, they go through. Thank you there, and Garth, you can do the honours of releasing down the results for the quarterfinals. So, Sealand have a quite hefty job on them beating Treasure Island. Envy Islands will play Solomon Islands, as Solomon Islands, I think that if they get into extra time or penalties, they'll be proud of themselves. Empty Islands will have a decent game against Fly Islands, and Coca-Cola Land will probably smash Jamaica after what they have done to the small teams. Yeah, actually, I agree. But let's talk about Treasure Island Seal Land. Yeah, I just don't think that Seal Land will have this game. Treasure Island have done well. However, Seal Land have done well as well, but in some games they haven't done too well. So I think they're gonna have to improve their game before they can beat Treasure Island. And I know that the quarterfinals aren't until the 20th of August, but well, there you go. Now what about Envy Island, Solomon Islands? Well, Envy Islands, of course, have a easy job against Solomon Islands, but yeah, you've seen what Solomon Islands done, and well, you can see so they've done amazing. And if they do well in this one, I will be absolutely shocked. Let's go quickly to the Empty Island Fly Island game. Yeah, I think this is going to be quite even, because Fly Islands didn't do too well, but Empty Islands drawed against Solomon Islands 5-5, so they did well. I think Empty Islands might just have the way through, because Fly Islands didn't do too well, but that I think will be Empty Islands' game to win. Yeah, and finally, Coca-Cola Land vs Jamaica. I think you have an expectation, Goff. That's Coca-Cola Land all the way. I think the way they've been playing in the group stages, beating everyone, and two teams 6-1 and 10-4, and the other one 2-1, but that was the big team. But I think if they're playing Jamaica now, they're going to beat them. And now let's go to the. I'm just going to read you through the practice games, which is just the games after. So, and then also in the stadiums that was chosen, because they wanted to get quite a lot of stadiums in, and they didn't have enough time, so they decided to make a few extra games. So in the practice games, it's Madagascar versus Fiji, and this is on the 10th of August. The Maldives versus the Seychelles, Japan versus Flyland, Jamaica versus Seal Land, and Antigua Barbuda versus Sao Tome and Principe. Then, the friendly games for the advertisement of the tournament is in several stadiums inside Spain, and it gets smaller every time. So you got Argentina, Germany, Brazil, Norway, England, Fly Island, New Zealand, Australia, Communist Island versus France, Spain versus Italy, Russia versus Coca-Cola Land, China versus Mexico, USA versus Costa Rica, Ecuador versus Ukraine, Poland versus Bulgaria, and Slovenia versus Czech Republic. So Silly P, can you round it off for us? Yeah, thanks for watching everybody, and I hope you enjoyed it. We wish we could have done it earlier, but anyway, it doesn't really matter because we've done it now and it's done. And we are going to quickly go through all the stadiums that it's in, and then we'll end it off. So Bishop Park, Allianz Arena, Signal Iduna Park, Western Stadium, World Stadium, Olympia Stadium, Max Morlock Stadium, Mercedes-Benz Arena, Volkswagen Arena, Bayer Arena, Volkspark Stadion, Audi Sports Parks, Tottenham Arena, the Hawthorns, and Tottenham Arena is also fictional in the real world. With the Hawthorns, Wembley, Ellen Road, St Mary's, Villa Park, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, London Stadium, Etihad Stadium, Anfield, St James Park, Stadium of Light, Hillsborough, Capcom Stadium, Fortress Stadium, Benito Villamarín, Luis Companys, La Cartula, San Mamés, Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, RCDE, Anoeta, Martinez Valero, Leroy Mereda, Gran Canaria, Utaric Montelivi, Coliseum Alfonso Perez, Hildo Rodriguez Lopez, and Olympique de Terrassa, and finally, Memi Stadium. That doesn't exist. No, it does. Oh, anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Bye, Mimi.